There are so many cards that you can get on a pack or to buy that we have to talk about the best budget cards in MLB The Show 24, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So if you enjoy the content, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know down in the comment section below the best budget cards that you've used this year. Now we're going to go over every single position. I'm going to give you a couple options, 2, 3 options, sometimes even 4 at every single position. And then that way, if you don't like one card, you can use the other. And another thing that I have to say, every single supercharged card counts as a budget option and a budget beast. I'm going to show you why. If you go here on the main menu, if you go to player updates and supercharged players, you're going to see there's 3, but they are always so good. They're always going to be up to par to what's out there and what's cards are coming out in the packs and stuff like that. So these cards are very good. Actually, Travis Darnaud and Nolan Gorman. I'm sure I messed that one up. Sorry, Wilcox. But I'm sure that you can use them in the Arenado boost, right? So they get even better. So all of these cards are always going to be budget friendly, budget beasts, because they usually don't go for a lot because they are live series cards. Since I mentioned Travis Darnaud, right? I think I got it right that time. Let's go ahead and start with catchers. We're going to be moving fast. So here we go. Gary Sanchez. He was mentioned in my first video of budget beasts. And we have to mention him again. He has a lot of power. He fits that Buxton boost. Is that if that's where you're running, and his swing is very good as well. We're also going to go with Mike Napoli. Obviously, he's for free. You can find him in the XP reward path. Some people might not have him yet, but he has a lot of power. Good contact, decent contact. Is not the best defensively, but his swing is very good. And last but definitely not least, we're going Mitch Garver. As you can see, a lot of power, a lot of contact, even higher contact than Napoli, but less power. But he does fit that Nolan Arenado boost, and that just makes him so much better. So you can see, you can find him in the AL West Season 1, Chapter 2 Team Affinity. Moving over to first base, we're going Michael Busch. As you can see, very well balanced. Lefty bat, if you do need a lefty bat for balance. His swing is actually pretty solid, and he can play second, third, and left field as well. We also have Josh Bell at first base. Switch hitting first baseman, there's not a lot of those. So this one, you got to take advantage of. Very well balanced at every single statistic there with contact and power. And again, switch hitter, that just adds a lot more value. Moving over to second base, we got Colt Keith. And as you can see, another well balanced. And I like this about these budget cards that are well balanced at everywhere, because you're going to be facing righties, you're going to be facing lefties. You don't want to have to platoon these cards. And Colt Keith can hit both sides. Obviously very solid. He can play shortstop and third base as well. And we're keeping it primary positions only. Keep that in mind. We're keeping it primary positions only. He's a primary second base with that power. Pretty solid. So if you don't know where to find him, you're going to go to Season Award Drops 1, other programs, and you'll see him there as part of that program. We also got Tony Stone, and the swing that Tony Stone has is very good. High contact. The only problem is clutch. Not a lot of power, but solid speed as well. The switch is solid. Give it a try. And as you can see, you can put a buy order for $8,000 and get this Tony Stone card over at second. Doesn't fit any of the captain boost. That's kind of a negative on that. But other than that, she's pretty solid. And every single card that we mentioned in this video is going to be under 15,000 stubs. That's pretty budget. And last but definitely not least, we're going Jorge Polanco as a second baseman. Obviously, he can play third and short. And I love the switch hitter. We love that power 96 against righties. Very well balanced. 76 power against lefties is still pretty good because his swing is that good. 88 contact too. I mean, you gotta give this card a try. As you can see, he's just under that 15,000 mark. Moving over to third base, we're going to Joe Torre, and you're not gonna find many hitters with higher contact and clutch than this. 114, 122 contact, 125 clutch. His PCI is gonna be massive no matter who he's facing. 81 power against righties is still pretty good. 68 power against lefties, not the best, but he does have that 122 contact against lefties with the 125 clutch. He can obviously play catcher as first as well. Not a lot of speed. The positions he played, he doesn't really need a lot of speed. And you can find him in the program or the Team Affinity Chapter 2 in the NL Central for the Cardinals. Another very good budget option is Eddie Matthews. And again, 92-89 contact with P2 is pretty solid. 96-111. A 98 power, 98 clutch is very good. His swing is very fast. And if you're late on fastballs, maybe you should give Eddie Matthews a try. And that will, you'll be able to catch up to some fastballs. And this is another Team Affinity card for the Braves. And last but not least, this guy is a glitch. And you got to give him a try. Heimer Candelario, he can play first as well. Switch hitter, we love those. 94, 93, 93, 91. Contact and power at parallel 3. Very well balanced. And parallel 3, he has 105 clutch. So 102, if you've never used this card, you can obviously find him in the EP program and you need the card. He's a free card. So if you're looking for a third baseman or a first baseman, this might be your guy. Moving over to shortstop, we're going with Jackie Robinson. And the reason why I'm mentioning him is because 90 speed is very good. High contact over 100 both sides. 105 clutch. He doesn't have a lot of power against righties, but he does have decent power against lefties with 80. He always has a good swing. He's a fun card to use. So we got to put him there. He's obviously for free in that Jackie Robinson program. Another free card that you can get is Bobby Witt Jr. And this one is fun as well because 99 speed. He does have a very good swing. 113, 84 against righties. I love that he's better against righties. 90 and 96 against lefties is still pretty solid. The only problem is that 84 clutch. If it was a little bit higher, it would probably be the best budget shortstop in the game. But I still think the best budget shortstop in the game is Carlos Correa. Super non-biased on that. 111 clutch is huge. 92 contact against right as parallel 4. 125 against lefties is solid. The power 80 and 78 is more than enough. He is 6'4" with 84 fielding, 91 arm, 81 reaction. That's very good over at shortstop. 68 speed is more than enough. And he is actually in the Team Affinity Season 1 for the Houston Astros. Moving over to left field, we got Christian Yelich, and I always love Christian Yelich. If you've been following the channel, you know this is one of my favorite cards every year. I have him parallel 1, but he's 98-85 against righties, 92-81 against lefty, 107 clutch. His swing is a little bit different this year. He kind of loads the swing earlier than normal, but yeah, he makes up for it. And obviously he's for free in the Egg Hunt program. Another option for left field, Greg Vaughn. He is for free as well. He has a lot of power. His swing for me is not the best. So if you can get by, if you can use him and like his swing, this card is going to do wonders for you with 97, 87 contact, 114, 104 power. Love the 100 clutch there with parallel 2. Give him a try. He is in the Team Affinity Season 1 Chapter 2 for the Milwaukee Brewers. And last but not least, this guy is still in my God squad. Adam Dunn over at left field. He's one of the best hitters in the game. I have him at parallel 4 already. And as you can see, 95, 97 contact, 114, 94 power, 101 clutch is very good. His swing is very good, even though he's tall. I don't like using him in left field. Obviously, with 45 speed, 66 reaction as parallel 4 is not very good. I usually put him at first, but he's still amazing. You got to try him out. And he's a free card because he is one of the XP pack Captain Choice packs and the one that they gave us for free. So if you still have one left and you haven't picked him, go for Adam Dunn. Moving over to center field, we got Emmanuel Rodriguez, 84 speed. He's solid defensively over at second field. He got a lot of power. He does have the Buxton boost as well. So if you make Buxton Tier 3, you get plus 20 power against both sides. That would be insane with 94 speed as a parallel 2 as well. So this card is pretty solid and his swing is good. And you can find him on the Minnesota Twins Chapter 2 Team Affinity program. And these are my numbers with him. I just have Mike Trout at center field. But look at that. 579 batting average with almost 2,000 OPS is insane. Another center fielder that is for free because he's the Yankees Team Affinity in Chapter 2 is Jason Dominguez. And we love the switch hitters. 87-79 as a parallel 2, 104-90 power. So he has more power than contact, which is not usual for a card like this. He has 61 vision there. As you can see, 83 speed. This card is so good. His swing is amazing. Give him a try. Another one that I have to mention, I probably wouldn't play him center field, but he is primary center fielder, is Charlie Blackmon. The clutch at 125 is insane. 91 power as a parallel 3 against righty. So this might be corner outfield, DH. Maybe a bench bat platoon with a righty or something. His swing is very good. And obviously that clutch, you can bring him as a pinch hitter later in the game. He is the Team Affinity Season 1, but he's still at a budget beast. And last but not least, we're going Mickey Man to another switch hitter like that. 85 speed, 82 reaction. This one you can play at center field. Very well balanced, which he had a little bit more power against lefties, but his price has dropped. Obviously, he was one of the headliners earlier, but right now you can get him for under 12,000. And if you want switch hitting, if you want to balance your lineup, Mickey Mantle is pretty good. Moving over to right field, we got Bryce Harper. And as you can see, I have him parallel 2 already. He's from the new BR program, as you can see, and you can get him for under 8K, basically. This is very good. As you can see, 90 clutch is very good. His swing is solid. He got a good arm in right field as well. I wish he had a little bit more power against lefties, but we're not going to talk about that. But he does fit that Buxton boost. So that you add plus 20 power if you have him at tier 3. That's 126 power and 94 power. Yes, that's good. And another one that I've mentioned before, I'm going to mention him again because he's still that good, is Giancarlo Stanton. I just use him in my games in Hall of Fame and he went off multiple home runs. It's just that power, that swing. He has that vision that fits that Buxton boost as well. So if you're playing All-Star or below, go for the Buxton boost. You don't need the Arenado boost for All-Star, I don't think. Hall of Fame, maybe. But you can still get away with it. But this card is unreal. 548, 2,000 OPS. This is one of the best cards I've used all year. And Marlins Team Affinity Season 1. Moving over to pitchers, we're going with Noah Schultz. And as you can see, I have in parallel 2. I haven't even allowed a single run in 7 innings. And this was all events on All-Star. So you know how that goes. 100 hits per 9 as a parallel 2, 97 clutch. Well balanced. I wish his control and walks per 9 were a little bit better. I do want to try him out in ranked seasons, but we'll see. We got a fastball, slider, circle change, sinker, and a slurve. But he is 6'9", kind of funky delivery, similar to Randy Johnson. I think that's why people are having such a hard time picking up his pitches. But yeah, Season 1, Chapter 2 Team Affinity for the White Sox. Another one that I'm going to mention is J.R. Richard. And this one is probably from Hall of Fame and above. You probably don't want to use him on All-Star because, as you can see, slider, four-seam, cutter, and two-seam. He has a little bit of a reliever pitch repertoire, but he does have outlier on the fastball. As you can see, good per 9s with 112 and 96 clutch. Good. I mean, you'll be able to dot. You'll be able to keep them all balanced with that 102 fastball. Seal cutter, 97, 96, 95, slider, low 90s. But again, on All-Star, he's probably going to get hit. And last but not least, we're going Paul Skeens. And he's one of the best pitchers in the game. And he is budget now. He is under 15K. You can put an order, a buy now order now for 9,800. So that's not bad at all. And yes, outlier fastball. As you can see, he has a slider, circle change, cutter, and a sinker. Again, the control is not elite, and his pinpoint is a little bit faster than the others. But if you get that timing down and pinpoint with Paul Skeens, you're gonna dot. And as relievers, I'm going Ser Anthony Dominguez. As you can see, 4 pitch, but that's a reliever, right? He has that 4-seam fastball, slider, sinker, circle change. 125 hits per 9 is obviously elite. It's the best you can have, and 104 clutch is still good. The control and walks per 9 is not elite, but you can still dot with this card. And a lefty reliever, I'm going Aaron Bummer. This is probably my favorite reliever to use out of the pen. He throws a little bit funky, a little 3/4 delivery there. He has a sinker and a cutter with 110 hits per 9 and 115 clutch per 9 parallel 3. Just insane. That sinker, you can dot it anywhere. It just, there's something about it. There's something about it. It has a slurve and a cutter as well. Hit the hitters off balance. And you can find him on the Egg Hunt program. So this is a free, probably one of the best relievers, best lefty relievers in the game. Another guy that you can get for free is John Franco. Is another lefty, solid 115, 113 clutch, as you can see there. And this is one of the guys that you can bring maybe after a pitcher with outlier, because he will keep the hitters off balance with that screwball, that sinker at 89. Yeah, it's not hard, but if you bring him after somebody throwing hard, the hitters will be all over the place. You can get it for free in the Season 1 collections. I'm assuming that you have enough cards already. There's a lot of free cards, obviously, with Team Affinity. If you completed both of those, you should be fine. So give John Franco a try. And last but not least, Rob Dibble. And this is the guy you want to bring in before or after John Franco, because it's the exact opposite. Only 3 pitches, very similar to Emmanuel Clase. But Emmanuel Clase's slider is a lot faster. So this slider is at 85. Emmanuel Clase's is at about 91, 92. So there's not a big difference in pitch speed differential, but there is with Rob Dibble. Obviously, he has 118 hits per 9s and 125 clutch. Is very good. Obviously, 99 break, 99 velo. You can see some people really can't touch the outlier, and you got to have this kind of arms in your bullpen just for those people. But that will do it for me. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Budget Beast Part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll check out on the next one. Happy grinding.